Ahoy! You be listening to the GrogTrip's review of Game of Thrones. Yarr! So hello, this is the third GrogTrip review of Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 3. I can't remember the name.
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die, but rises stronger and harder.
That's right.
So, I haven't actually prepared anything for this one. I just watched it and I kind of forgot to, write anything down and...
I didn't write anything down either.
Oh no! Okay, well let's just go through it from the start, shall we?
Okay, we're not going to have the usual quotes at the beginning.
Well, we didn't have one last time. I cut it out.
You cut it out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, weirdly enough, the quote from last time was the name of this episode.
Perfect.
You cut it out. So it's not
I think there was a really good quote in this one.
Top of man heard and feed it to the goats.
Yeah. Well, there aren't any goats. So, how did this episode begin? I can't remember.
It began north of the wall at Craster's keep.
It did. Do you remember we ended the last review talking about how Jon had been caught on his little escapade following Craster out, and we saw the fallout from that, and Craster is kicking out all the Night's Watch from his keep because Jon discovered what he'd been up to.
It's all Jon's fault.
It is Jon's fault. That's the second time Jon's pissed him off already.
Silly Jon.
Yeah. Again, in this episode, I noticed that they're doing a lot of stuff to shorten the book, I think.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, firstly, what just happened, Craster kicking them out of his house, that takes a lot longer in the book, if I remember, and also involves a lot more characters from the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
But in this one, we don't even know those characters, I don't think, so...
We would probably know, some of them, just because we read the books, I guess.
Yeah. And you see the little romance between Sam and Gilly progressing.
Yeah.
Gives her a thimble, symbol of his love.
What a man.
So every time she doesn't... I don't even know. What is even a thimble for? I'm not sure.
Doesn't what?
I said,
what?
Do you even know what...
You don't prick your finger.
Why would I prick my finger?
When you're sewing with a needle.
Oh yes, I did know that. Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's speed this up. We got lots of Tyrion action.
We did, there was loads of Tyrion action.
Yeah, we got to see him moving the pieces around in King's Landing.
Yeah, playing his little game, trying to flush out the weasels.
The mole.
Yeah, the mole, his sister's mole.
Yeah, I thought initially that when it panned back and it was Varys sitting in the chair instead of Pycelle, I thought that Varys had been wearing a disguise or something.
I thought Tyrion was hallucinating.
Oh right.
And he turned back and what, Varys? How are you here?
Yeah.
Because he was wearing exactly the same clothes, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he got to work out that Pycelle was forming the queen of what Tyrion was up to.
Yeah, exactly, by telling each of them a different location where he was going to send Cersei's daughter, Marcella.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pycelle was the weasel there. What happened to him after... What did Tyrion do to him to sort him out?
Chopped his beard off and put him in a dungeon.
Yeah. Not a very dignified manner for an old man. Although they did find him in bed with a woman. Anyway.
Yeah, well, didn't they? Wasn't there a scene in the last series where he was just pretending to be a bent backed old man. He's actually perfectly able of walking normally.
Oh yeah, there's a scene in the last series where he's in bed with a young woman and she leaves, and then he just hops out and does some stretches.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's another little change from the books, I think. Because
no, I like it though. That's good.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Another change was with Shay, Tyrion's lover.
Tyrion's whore.
Tyrion's whore. Yes, Tyrion's whore. She gets a position as Sansa's handmaid.
Yeah, but that does happen in the book.
No,
it doesn't. You're right.
Handmaid of Lolis Stokeworth, I believe.
Yes, you're right. She does become a handmaid, but to the dim-witted Lolis, isn't it?
Yes, I think this was it's a change, but I think it's a sensible move because you get to keep more of the core characters together.
Yeah, that's true. And everyone's intertwined as well. That'll be quite interesting.
Exactly. I feel sorry for Sansa.
Very sorry for Sansa. I think the girl playing her is really good.
She's very good. Yeah, she's very Sansa-y. Yeah.
Very convincing from the book. That is exactly how you'd think. Like she's really afraid and really upset, but doesn't show any of it except like the tiniest twinges of it come out.
So if she did, Joffrey would kill her. That's why.
Yeah. She declares her love for Joffrey at the table. There's the first few lines from Myrcella and Tommen as well at the dinner table.
No, they've spoken briefly before.
Yeah, but this is the first scene, I think, where you've really noticed them more.
Yes, I guess, yeah.
And you see that Tommen's a nice young lad who doesn't want anyone to die. And Myrcella's a nice little girl. Yeah. Not as evil as Joffrey.
So, say that again?
I said not as evil as Joffrey.
No. And we got to meet another character, which we're looking forward to meeting. Go across to Renly Baratheon's camp.
Yep, Renly Baratheon's camp, where he's having kind of a melee, like a mini tournament, isn't he, in his camp. You see a mystery knight knock down the Knight of Flowers and claim victory in the melee. They remove their helm, and it's a woman! Brienne, the Beauty of Tarth. And you were right, I did mention this to you, that I saw the actress who was going to play her and did not think she would fit. But she really does.
She's perfect.
Really well. She's
huge.
She is huge, like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, she's like Hodor.
He said Hodor in this episode.
He did say Hodor and he smiled.
He said Hodor.
Brienne was good, and we got another hot sort of sex scene. Well, not quite the normal Game of Thrones one. There's some guy on guy action.
Yeah, guy on guy, as Renly and the Knight of Flowers have continue their secret relationship.
And we got to see Loris's sister, the queen, well, one of the queens, Marjorie Tyrell.
Yeah, Queen Marjorie. She's played by a very good-looking actress as well.
Yeah, she is. And,
Another, following deviations from the book, in the book there's very little, if any, hinting of a relationship between Renly and the Knight of Flowers. But
there's lots of hinting at it, but you don't actually see anything between them.
Yeah,
physically.
Yeah, but I like how they've gone down that route in the TV show, but they've also shown that Marjorie knows about it as well.
Oh yeah,
and that she's fine with it. She knows what she has to do, and it seems that she's actually quite intelligent and knows what's going on, which is nice. I think.
I don't know if I like her though.
Well, she didn't have much to do yet.
She seems slightly sinister.
She did a little bit, actually. Or is that just for your view from the books, maybe?
No, I don't know if it's the actress or her. There's something sinister about her.
Yeah, a little bit. Although she did get naked.
Yes, she did. That was good. That sounds in her favour.
Yeah. So Brienne wins the melee and asks for a place in Renly's Kingsguard.
Yeah, that's right. What she got.
Which they've carefully avoided calling the Rainbow Guard, which is what they are in the book.
Well, maybe that'll come up later, I don't know.
I thought that was a bit odd, calling them the Rainbow Guard. I would be happy if they didn't do that, I think.
Well, I thought, because like in King's Landing they have their white cloaks.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Renly's sort of flashy, he likes lots of colours, so he thought, a rainbow cloak. Yeah,
very so.
Quite funny seeing Loris with like a rainbow flag basically on his back.
That would be funny, especially after seeing him in that latest scene. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You also see a bit more in this one of Theon being told off by his father, essentially.
Oh yeah, lots of it's a very emotional scene going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, where they're planning their attack. Their plans have been revealed by Balon Greyjoy as they're going to attack the north while Robb Stark is fighting the south. Right.
Yeah, so Theon's having to sort of choose between his actual blood family and his adopted family, and like his brothers. than when he was at Winterfell for most of his life.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So they're planning to attack the north, and Balon Greyjoy, Theon's father, gives his sister, Yara, 30 ships to go and capture one of the castles in the north, and gives Theon 1 ship to go and raid some fishing villages, which is a bit of a slap in the face.
And then he gets like sort of baptized, I guess, with the gods of the Iron Islands.
Yeah, he does. He gets baptized with seawater, and they say the famous line, the title of this episode.
I thought maybe they were going to do, what they do in that religion, where they, where they drown you and then resuscitate you.
Yeah, I thought that would have been more fun to film, like that, and it would have made everyone seem a bit more mad.
And I've got a funny note. I read that when they're filming the series, they played a joke on the guy who plays Theon by giving him a script where it said that he got killed off quite early, and then everyone else's script was normal.
Yeah.
Without him dying, but his script, it says that he gets killed off, and apparently he's really annoyed.
Oh, poor Theon. What he thought he was going to get killed off in the first episode?
In one of the really early episodes of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then there's the quite dramatic scene. Well, it's actually not dramatic, more symbolic, where you see Theon writing a letter to Robb, warning him of what's going to happen, and then burning it in the candle when he decides no, he's going to side with his father and his blood family.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done. Very good. Yeah.
It was very clear what was happening at that point. Making that decision.
Made his decision. He's chosen, that path.
The path of evil.
Exactly.
They're very much the Viking characters, aren't they, of the series?
Well, I don't know. The North is also sort of a bit Viking-y, aren't they?
Yeah, but these guys have long ships and they go raiding down the coast, and they're very much into their plunder. They seem more Viking to me than the Northmen. Anyway.
And Shagger's pretty Viking.
Shagger.
Yeah.
Shagger of the Moon Men.
Shagger, son of Dolph.
Dolph, yeah. I wonder if anyone watching who hasn't seen the first series just wonders who he is, because he's turned up a few times now, and they haven't really said who he is again.
I don't think it really matters. He's not a massive character, he's just a fun character.
Yeah. Although Tyrion doesn't have his whole band of wild men. That he seems to only have Shagger at the moment, isn't he?
He's got Bronn as well, always with him.
Oh, and Bronn, yeah. He doesn't have in the book. Doesn't he have one with who pulled out his own eye to prove his strength?
Oh, Timid, son of Timid.
Yeah, and someone of the burned ears? No, the burned men.
Stormcrows?
Might be the Stormcrows, and they wear necklaces of the ears of people they've killed.
I think one of that lady was actually in one of the earlier episodes of this season, if you look carefully.
Oh right. Oh, you might be right actually when you see a lot of Tyrion's soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. Climactic scene. I can't remember what happened before that though.
Okay, what climactic scene?
One where we're up with the band of people being taken up towards the Night's Watch with
yes.
Arya.
So yeah, this was another quite big deviation from the book actually, but again, this might be for the best on the TV show.
What? How is it a deviation?
Well, let's say what happened first. You say what happened, and I'll tell you where it deviates.
Alright, so we go towards the band of youths being led up towards Night's Watch along the King's Road, which is being led by one of the Night's Watch, Yoren, and amongst the youths is Arya, Gendry, the ex-King's bastard. Arya can't sleep, so Yoren tells her a nice little bedtime story to settle her down.
About how he got sent to the Watch for killing a man horrifically and brutally.
Then there's a load of commotion outside, and are they gold cloaks, right?
No, they're not. They're not gold cloaks. They are.
What's it? Amory Lorch?
Amory Lorch. I think he's one of them, but they're men.
And that's a spoiler of it.
No, because you see him.
What?
You see him on the horse.
Do you?
Don't you?
I would have thought you would have noticed someone like that.
I don't think he's. Okay, well, okay. Let's. I'll cut that out then if it's a spoiler. But yeah. So they were. You carry on. Say they were captured by King's
Men
from King's Landing. I'll say that.
They're captured by someone. Well, no, they're like, assaulted by someone, and Yoren gets killed. Although he goes down pretty well. He has sort of like a Boromir-style death.
He does. The one thing about crossbows is they're too slow to reload. And goes in, kills half a dozen of them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good.
Takes about 3 spears to make him go down. It's quite good.
Exactly. And then there's like a fire has been started, and the 3 captives in the cage are going to be burned alive. But Arya, instead of running, decides to run back and rescue these 3 weird and dangerous men.
Or at least she gives them an axe, and so they can rescue themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, she's not stupid. She gives them an axe and then runs away.
Yeah, but why? Why would she do that? They're horrible.
Well, because she doesn't know what they've done, and who says they deserve to be burned alive?
I suppose
you don't. Harsh death.
Yeah, you don't want to see people burned alive, do you? But the way this diverges from the book, which I think is actually probably a good idea, is actually in the book. There's a bit more of a battle, and they're sort of hiding in a castle as they were. Then there's a battle, and then Yoren dies as well. Arya frees the prisoners, as she does in the TV show. But then Gendry, Arya, and Hot Pie all escape.
Well, that might still happen.
I don't think that's going to happen now.
You think they're just going to get taken to Harrenhal or Harrenhal?
Yeah, I think they're completely skipping out this bit where they sort of run around in the countryside for a bit.
Well, I don't know. If what I think is going to happen next, the next episode or so will have some very uncomfortable bits in it.
Some very uncomfortable. What with regard to Arya and
yeah,
I think you're right.
Who was the nasty guy who stabbed the kid through the throat?
Well, I'm going to guess that that's Raph the Sweetling.
Yes, you could be right. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, because he in the book he's named, and I don't know if they'll get named in the TV show, but there's a bunch of nasty characters on their way. Leave it there. A lot of hate. Oh, I can't. I want the next episode now. Bring it. Give me the next episode. What else happened in this one? It was quite fast moving. This one, as we've covered a lot of it already. Could do a bit of backstory if we've there are some bits that maybe left out. Oh, there's a scene that we saw Bran having a dream, didn't we?
Yeah, wolf dream.
Yeah, a wolf dream. Well, where he sees through the eyes of his wolf and wakes up staring the wolf in the face.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, wasn't it?
It was odd. But then, Meister... Did they say Meister? Meister. Luwin.
I thought it was Meister.
Yeah, I always said Meister in my head. Yeah, he puts his fears to rest. It's nothing weird's going on.
There was no Daenerys this episode.
Yeah, no Daenerys, and no Rob, and no... There was another one that was left out. Oh, no Stannis as well.
But I mean, with so many different characters and plots, you can't have everyone in every episode. It's just too many.
Yeah, that's true. If you were to say there's a character who you want to see more of after this episode, who is that? Who would that be?
It's tough to say. I like Arya and her plot. I like Theon, what's going on there. I want to see more of Brienne, definitely.
Yeah.
Jon Snow. I mean, there's so many good characters.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, there was no Jon Snow in this one, really, except right at the beginning.
Something fun there. So, yeah, it feels like each episode is sort of momentum there. Don't you think?
Yeah. I still want to see more Hodor. Haven't got my Hodor fix yet.
You just want just one whole episode where it's just Hodor and nothing else.
Yeah, just Hodor. It'd be fantastic. I wonder how much plot he could convey with just one word.
I think quite a lot.
Just running around, flailing his arms, shouting Hodor.
What rating would you give this episode?
So, this episode... See, I think we were so generous in the last few episodes. This episode, I think, was really good again. I'm going to give it another 8 links of a Meister's chain.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to give it something relevant to the episode. I'm blank. I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything? Come on.
I don't think anything relevant.
How about, you want to give it an 8 as well, do you?
Yeah.
What about 8 flaccid Renleys?
Oh, that's horrible.
You wanted it to be relevant.
Okay, fine. 8 flaccid Renleys. That makes it sound like I didn't like the episode.
It was the wine. You had too much wine.
Yeah, that was the problem. Otherwise, it'd be raring to go.
Well, maybe we just close your eyes and imagine Loris Tyrrell. You're fine.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone if you have actually listened to this. Look on our YouTube channel for past episodes. Next time, maybe neither of us will be quite as tired and we'll have a bit more to chat about. But there you go, that's episode 3.
Bye.
Bye.